Good morning and welcome to St Andrew's Church in White Colne in Essex. Now today's video, I'm afraid ladies, this one may not be for you. Just have a little wander into the churchyard. Yeah, this one may not be for you. It is an actor, he was a homosexual, and the film roles he played, though very, very good film roles, were basically men's films, war films, horror films, such things like that. And his name was Anton Diffring. I first must apologise for my voice. My voice is a bit croaky this morning, but I am just getting over a dose of COVID. And just to show you how dedicated I am, it is also Christmas morning, though you'll probably be watching this in April or May time. But as I am stood here now, it is December the 25th, 2024. Here's a church right behind me. Beautiful church. Yeah, this actor, he was in a lot of films now. He was undervalued, actually, in my opinion, because he acted with stars like Richard Burton and Clint Eastwood. I mean, he was in big, properly big films, as you'll hear. But anyway, what I shall do is I shall spin you around, same as usual. It's only a very small churchyard, so I'll spin you around and we'll have a little look around while I tell you about the career of Anton Diffring.
Anton Diffring was born Alfred Pollock on the 20th of October 1916 in Koblenz, Germany. There is another source which says that the name given to him at birth was Anton Diffring. He was a son of Solomon Pollock, who was a German Jewish shop owner, and Bertha Pollock, née Diffring, who was a Christian. His father somehow managed to avoid internment and survived Nazi rule in Germany in the 1930s. It is likely that Anton left Germany in 1936 to avoid persecution due to his homosexuality. There is also an account of him leaving Germany in 1939 and settling in Canada, where he was interned in 1940 due to his nationality in a time of war. This appears unlikely, however, as he seems to appear in a film called Convoy in an uncredited role as the officer of U-37 for Ealing Studios in 1940. His sister, Jacqueline Diffring, moved to England and became a sculptor. Anton had trained as an actor in both Berlin and Vienna before the war, and so after his internment in Canada he moved to Britain to chase acting roles. It took him quite a while to establish himself, however. He was forced to leave his homeland because of his sexuality, so it seems cruelly ironic that he would make his living, and a very good living, out of playing Nazi officers or such roles over so many years. Wherever there was casting for a war film, you can bet on it that Anton Diffring would be one of the first cast, and at the time he would have no doubt as to the role he would be playing. Let's face it, he was tall, blonde-haired, with blue eyes and had chiselled features. He could speak fluent German or English with a German accent, dependent on which was required. His first credited role in a British film was in The State Secret 1950. Another film which did not require him to play the part of a German officer was The Man Who Could Cheat Death 1959. He actually had star billing in this Hammer production alongside Hazel Court and Christopher Lee, but this was only because Peter Cushing was unavailable for this film. With numerous World War II films and television productions being produced in England in the 1950s, this is where Anton Diffring's physical characteristics gave him an edge. He would attend the casting and would almost be guaranteed to leave with a role. This all began with Albert R.N. 1953, followed closely by The Colditz Story 1955. Some of his other roles as German characters were in The Heroes of Telemark 1965, The Blue Max 1966, Where Eagles Dare 1968, Zeppelin 1971, and as SS officer Reinhard Heydrich in Operation Daybreak 1975. He also played, and I didn't realise this, he played the football match commentator in Escape to Victory, 1981. Not all of his war films involved him playing a German character. There were those rare occasions where he would defect to the other side. For example, in the film The Red Beret, 1953, he played the part of a Polish parachutist, and in the Italian film Usadet Rommel, 1969, which was shot in the deserts of Egypt, he played the role of a British officer in the SAS. One of his later roles had him go back to type, as he played Hitler's foreign minister Joachim von Ribbentrop in the American miniseries The Winds of War, 1983. Anton Diffring didn't only feature in war films, though that is what many of us will really remember him for. He also featured in a number of horror films. I have already mentioned The Man Who Could Cheat Death, 1959, but there is also Circus of Horrors, 1960, and The Beast Must Die, 1974. He also played the lead in the television pilot Tales of Frankenstein, 1958. He also appeared in international films such as Fahrenheit 451, 1966. He appeared in a West German comedy A Mission for Mr. Dodd, 1964, after having already appeared in the West End play Out of Bounds, on which it is based. Diffring also performed on stage, though to lesser extent than most other actors of this period. He played the title role in the musical Mr. Venus opposite Frankie Howerd. It opened at the Prince of Wales Theatre on the 23rd of October 1958, but closed after only 16 performances. In the show, Diffring sang 2 solo numbers, Love Like Ours and Tradition. His final performance was once more as a Nazi for the BBC in the 1988 Doctor Who serial Silver Nemesis. Though he was never truly happy playing the roles he was offered, he was practical enough to take the money and security they provided. Anton Diffring died in his home in the south of France in 1989. Anton Diffring's remains were cremated and his ashes interred in the graveyard of St Andrew's Church in the village of White Colne in Essex, which is where we are today.
Well, that was a brief recount of the story of the life of Anton Diffring. Now, if you think about it, he was chased out of Germany in the 30s. Well, not necessarily chased, but he was forced really to leave Germany in the late 1930s because of his homosexuality and the fact he was the son of a Jewish shopkeeper. Now, the Nazis, obviously, we all know the story of the Nazis. I'm not going to go into that because that was despicable what they did. But if you think about it, Anton Diffring spent his career playing the roles of people in real life he would have actually despised. And he made a good career out of it. And he did it well. I can't imagine too many people doing what he did. All right, there was the money, it was the security. But actually playing roles of people that would have done despicable things to him had they have caught him in Germany in those days, and doing it so well. Anyway, I'm in the new little section here of the churchyard. Anton Diffring's headstone is literally just in front of me now, so I'll spin you around, and as per usual, we'll go and have a look at it together. I don't know why they've got this little chained off section. I should imagine these are people of note in here. And I've not really come in and had a look. I don't know, maybe they are people that have done things locally, I don't know. But anyway, this is the final resting place of Anton Diffring. in loving memory of Anton Diffring, 20th of October 1916 to the 19th of May 1989. That is the final resting place of Anton Diffring. Well, that was a final resting place of a very fine actor, in my opinion, Anton Diffring. As I say, this video wasn't really one for the ladies, though some ladies might have enjoyed his work. It's more aimed at the gentlemen, should we say, because more of us that watch war films and horror films than ladies. But whatever, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you won't unsubscribe. But anyway, this is Darren from White Colne in Essex. I will see you on the next one. So make sure to subscribe and make sure to definitely give me a thumbs up. I will see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.